Welcome back, everyone. I'm Susan Anderson, and today's video is making a cat basket from clothesline. I'm going to show you how to add handles, wrap fabric, and stick around to the end. I'll show you how to add on additional clothesline when you run shy, not to mention a fun trick with Elmer's glue.
At my machine, you can do a 3-step, which means it'll do once on the left, then 2 in the middle, and once on the right. And it'll keep going back and forth. The more thread you have in your stitch, the stiffer your project will be.
I started with a fat eighth of fabric and a 12-inch plate, which I traced around and cut for the bottom of my basket. Then I cut the remainder of my fabric into 1/2-inch bias strips. Make a base about 14 inches in diameter for a small or medium-sized cat or small dog, weighing about 15 pounds. Then tilt the base on its edge and start the vertical sides. Apply a small bead of school glue to the wrong side of the fabric circle along the cut edge. Take it to your iron and press to set the glue, dry it, and hold the fabric in place. Change the thread in your needle if desired and do an open zigzag covering the raw edge of the fabric circle. Pressing the glue, set the glue and dried it so it's not going to gum your needle as you sew. Wrap the cord with your fabric strips wherever desired. These fabric strips can be placed anywhere in your basket, either randomly or to create a pattern. To add handles to your project, stop where desired. I usually fold my basket in half and then mark the two sides so I get the handles directly across from each other. But then as you approach your handle position, you want to back stitch over some of the zigzag or 3-step zigzag that you've been stitching your basket together with. Then stitch along the separate cord. Now I've made my spacing on my basket 4 inches, so my handle will be 6 inches in length. Now that I've got the 6-inch length measured out, I can now reattach it back to my basket at the 4-inch mark. This will give me spacing for my handles. Double stitch again, going forward, then back, and then forward again to continue your basket. As you come back around your basket and you approach the handle again, you're just going to continue the row building along the handle now instead of the edge of the basket. So you just continue as you did before. I've chosen to wrap the entire final row of my basket. To finish off the edge here, I don't need it real fancy. It's for a cat or a small dog. It doesn't need to have a button or anything like that. But what I will do with it is I'm going to wrap this piece of fabric, cut it off, and fold under the edge, fold it down, and then stitch it down in place. And this is all I'm going to do to finish off my basket. Where you could use other kinds of cording, I'd still like the clothesline best for this project. The other nice thing about clothesline, it's machine washable. If you run shy of cord, easy way to do this is to take a piece of tape. We're going to wrap it around the end, maybe about 1 inch below where the fraying is. And this is a good way to store your cording too, so that it doesn't unravel while it's being stored for your next project. Wrap the tape around the cord, Then we'll cut the cord, leaving about a 1/4 inch of the tape on the cord. If you like this video, please click on like and subscribe in the link below. Now butt the new cord up to the cord that you taped and put another piece of tape holding both ends together. Now, if this were a polyester cord or nylon cord, you could actually take a lighter or match and melt the end or combine them that way, or link them together by melting the two together. You want to be very careful, but then you can cover it with a piece of fabric and completely disguise it in your basket. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember to stop by your dealer and pick up any of the sewing accessories that have been shown. Check out some of my other videos for fun tips, tricks, and ideas. I'll look for you next time on Susan So Creative, where it's only wrong when it doesn't work.